All right, let me check it. Shalom to the document that's on.
Yep.
All right, let me open up a new tab so we can see it. All right, let me check it. Shalom to the. Okay. Are we good to go? One. First things first, we want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Kodash. And we give double honors to the apostle elders, which are the apostle elders that rule the great millstone, and to you hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing this truth with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and staying on the right path, and letting brotherly love grow, and the things that we need for salvation's sake, man. We just had a situation take place, so I thought we thought it was fitting that we would speak about it, man, because the brothers just got delivered out of peril, man. Okay, it out of peril because that some people will see that as like, damn, man, that's dangerous. Y'all brothers doing dangerous things, but that's actually a faith booster to the ones that know that are actually out here. We say we risk our lives all the time, man. So that's a faith booster to us to see that it's very well in the Most High's power to deliver us from the perils of death, man. Right out of death's jaw, man. So this is hoping in the mercy of the Lord. Okay, so we're just gonna jump into a few precepts, and we're gonna see where the spirit goes, man. Psalm 73 and 26. And Aki, want to give me First Peter or Titus 3 and 5. Come. Because now we're in the time we gotta hope, man. It's been practice. We've been in our sweats, our warm ups. We've been taking our jumpers, our J's, our so-called practice shots. Now it's coming to that time where the game is actually going to be starting, man. Okay, that's like a sign for us to say, look, that time of danger and peril is coming, man. But we're gonna be saved out of it if we truly believe in this thing. That's why the Most High said in Matthew, looking for the true believers to worship, man.
Psalm 73 and 26. My flesh and my heart faileth.
Yeah, that means the flesh, because what Yahweh shall say, the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. So your flesh, your flesh is your carnal body is gonna get weak, man. It's gonna get weak in these times, man. Keep going, huh?
It says, my flesh and my heart faileth, but the Most High is the strength of my heart and my portion forever.
See, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is the strength of our mind, our life. So in the time of calamities, he's going to be the power. He's going to strengthen our mind, our spirit. He's going to strengthen when the body fails, the mind fails, the body fails. What's going to push us, man? It's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's what we're looking. That's why we're hoping and praying for that time. And the brother said it in the video. He said something was on me where I didn't care. I didn't budge. Most people, when they put a pistol on you, you feel a sort of way. You know what I'm saying? You might have that feeling inside of you, but you're not crumbling. You're not moving off of your spot. That's why I said the righteous are bold as a lion. He even had a pistol, but he was fleeing. The spirit was so strong, he had a pistol, but he was still fleeing down the street, man.
Right.
It says, my flesh and my heart faileth, but the Most High is the strength of my heart, my portion forever.
Forever. That's what we looking, because he's always been there with us. He's never left us. The hopeful elect. He's always been there, maintaining, finding a path for us to come to this truth. Going through our rough paths. I think it says in the Apocrypha, she shall walk with you by crooked ways. That's the times that we were off of the truth, but then now we're coming on that straight path, man. And he's gonna keep us. That's why it says it's his pleasure to give us the kingdom of heaven. So it's his pleasure to make sure we make it, man.
It said the Most High is the strength of my heart. Also, when you overwhelmed with distress and outward trouble, when you're at your lowest point, even like the brothers, it was a point of they could have been at that point of death. The Most High was there. When corruption is great, but that was a time of great corruption, man. Esau showed, man. He showed great corruption at that time. Temptation. When you prevail, when you're at your lowest point, man, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gonna be right there for you, man, in that moment of death, man. Like the brother said, he didn't even know that, you know, what the he was looking at. I never looked down a barrel of a gun. Yeah. So you never, you know, at that point of death, man, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua be there for us, you know.
Go ahead and get that Titus out.
Titus 3 and 5. It says, not by works of righteousness, which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us by the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit.
Read that one more time,
Yeshua. Titus 3 and 5. Not by works of righteousness, which we have done.
So it's not by any kind of. That's why I said you can't boast. You can't boast of your works. You can't be like, oh man, you got to get enough works up before you get the mercies of the Lord. It's not work. It don't work like that. It also goes, we went into it, the penny a day, man. You know, when you have that penny a day, the promise is there, man. Mercy is promised to the men that fear the Lord. We're gonna get those scriptures, but there's not a build-up factor. You know, the Most High will have mercy on a man that just came into truth, or to a man that's been in for 10, 15 years, man. You know, that mercy is there. That's what we're at the time now. We have prime examples of what, Daniel? Like the brother was just speaking, when Daniel was in that den, that was in the face, that was a modern day pistol. Or that was an ancient form of danger, man. Actual lion, lions don't speak. They don't, you know, speak your lingo. They only know that they hungry, they just want to kill you. And they know that they were feeding on men. Those lions were used to the flesh of men. So that's the time that we in. Those are examples that we have. Just like now, the Lord gave us a modern day example of being delivered out of the clutches of death. Go ahead, Ak.
It says, not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us.
See? That's why we hope in the mercy. We hope that we on the good side of mercy to be saved. Hey, Yeshua, you got anything jump up in there, bro?
By the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit. I got a precept.
Yeah, what?
I got a precept real quick. This is Romans chapter 3, verse 20. It says, therefore, by the deeds of the law, there shall no flesh be justified in his sight.
You can't be justified by the law. That's right. Still law, IUIC, law. I mean, that's a waste of breath on that. But it's not about those works. The faith is what we are gonna get that mercy by. And what's the ultimate mercy we're looking for? Is to be saved out of that nuclear holocaust that's coming. If we don't have that full mercy, we won't make it out of that. There's no way on the planet Earth you can escape unless the Most High has allotted you. How is he going to save Esau? He has to literally put him in pits and space stations and in undersea locations. That's how bad it's going to get. The Most High has to preserve the slaves in a secure location.
It says, for by the law is known, like this. It says, for by the law is the knowledge of sin. It say, no, that's it.
Go ahead.
See.
Where you at?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read Titus again. Titus 3 and 5. Not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us by the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit.
That's by the word, man. You read Ephesians 5:26, man. That's how you basically regenerated and washed through the word. That's how you're cleansed through these scriptures, man.
I'm gonna get Ephesians 5:26 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It says, this is Ephesians 5:26. It says that he might be just. Hold on, it says that he might be sanctified and cleansed, it with the washing of water by the word.
And that's how you believe, man. You go what you just read in Titus. You know? And that's where, like the situation, when we talk about the situation, Esau is not a part of this covenant, man. Spiritually, when you hear these words going out, his soul is hurt, man. He's hurt. So spiritually, he gave that up a long time ago, back when Jacob and Esau. So when you see the Israelites on the corner, when you read the covenant, he has no part of it in his spirit. His spirit is supposed to be the head inheritor of it, but he gave it up. So when he hears us preaching it, and then he hears the end game, the end goal of his basically his life, forever and ever, hey man, it sparks a flame of hate.
God.
Ezekiel 35, y'all want to. I got you. Ezekiel 35 and 1.
And I got this real quick. Hebrews 4:12. It says, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
His word go out. All the way to your soul, man. That's heavy. Words, that's the old phrase, sticks and stones will never hurt. It hurt. What is it? Sticks and stones, they hurt my bones. The words will never hurt me. Yeah. Because these words right here get to the soul and go all the way down. And hey man, it angers you, man. Even 2/3 of our own people. Huh? Yeah. So these words, hey man, we've seen it. Just saw it last weekend. These words made a man cry in front of us. I mean, a tough guy, right out of the prison system. Just got out of the pen, like they say, fresh out. You know, ready to fight. He just had a fight and everything. So still got fighting on his mind, stabbing and cutting. How these words came out, man, tears flowed, man.
Commissary cooking still on him and stuff. You know, but yeah, that's it cuts to the emotional, and that's why with the Edomite that you seen in the video, he got emotional, man. That's how we know that he's Esau. Because what do we know that goes back to? That goes back to Genesis, man.
Yeah.
What? I shall kill my brother Jacob. Like the brother just said, look, man, when this word cuts so deep, when Esau hears us pushing this truth, he gets emotional about it, like he got emotional back then when he realized what he lost.
Yeah.
No.
It says, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
In 1 to 12. 36, yeah, the 35 and 12. Or top. Gotcha. Is that it on that? Yashar?
Yep.
Okay, Khan. This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
A perpetual hatred, meaning that the word perpetual is ilon, meaning forever, man. A long, unending infinity, forever, always. And who is that talking about? So you go up there to verse 2, it tells you, Son of Man, says our faith against Mount Seir, right? And prophesy against them. Mount Seir, that's Esau, man. Idumea. They have had that perpetual hatred against us, man. Shed the blood of our people. They've always shed the blood of the Israelites, man, through all the different eons, man. They've always shed it, man. They I mean, all the way into little youngsters getting shot by cops, man. They still shedding the blood. So it's that hatred, that perpetual hatred, that never ending hatred, always been there all the way from Genesis. So when Esau, he thinks, when he see us, in his mind, we supposed to either be shining shoes or still picking cotton. You ain't supposed to be standing out on those streets, basically cursing them out to their face in their society. That's why they get so angry, man, because then we telling them the truth. They're gonna think that perpetual hatred, that hatred that they have, like you said, it just comes out, man. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 5.
God. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
That's why the men on the highways and byways should stand in great boldness, man. You stand in great boldness, you're speaking unreserved speech. Being frank, you're being straightforward. Go ahead.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
When they see it, when they see us on them highways and byways, man, these people might be scared, man. We telling them their end. We prophesy, man. It's the ones who afflicted us is Esau, man. Edomites. They've afflicted us on all levels, man. You know? So when they see us out there, man, they see black young men. Young men is there. Standing up, telling them that they're the devil in their face. They're going into slavery. Hey, man, we can't take it, man. They spark that old hatred comes back. But the Lord said he was going to basically put them, they're going to be in that, he got to put them back in that old spirit before the end comes anyway. We'll go back to 6. Go back to 6, and then we go where we got.
This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 6. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Saith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Blood will pursue you. That's how, in order for this society, in order for the takeover, it has to be bloodshed. So Esau shedded the blood of the Israelites, Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans. He's done it on a level that you couldn't even think of, man. You know, we're living in this particular time, this 21st century. If we could just see the way he shedded our blood in the 1600s, the Lord gave us that remembrance, but he said there's no remembrance of former things. Man, we probably go crazy. We wouldn't even be patient in a way. We just probably start killing Edomites. You know what I mean?
We wouldn't be able to function as so-called now punishment. We jumped the gun, man.
Yeah, you jump it. Like, you know, so where?
It says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate.
We're going to make Mount Seir, man, most desolate, man. The Most High is about to cut out all your kingdom, basically America. It's going to be shut down.
And thus will I make Mount Seir desolate, and cut off from him, him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
It's going to destroy America first, and then what's going to happen to the elites are going to be taken into slavery. That's going to be them cutting off totally Mount Seir. Put your elites into slavery. You know? All right, what's that?
Genesis 27 and 14.
Genesis 27.
41.
And I have one.
Con, you put it right after this.
Genesis 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
See, that's why that situation took place the way it did. Because like brother said, we ain't supposed to be standing there and talking to his face like that. Esau's been used to these Jimmy crack corn niggas, man. That just sit there, yes, I'm master this, yes, I'm master that, you know, nothing, no kind of stable. But now we're holding the most powerful book in the land, and we're cursing them out with it. And he can't go through the scriptures like Jay can, man. When brothers start actually dissecting these scriptures and telling you dates and giving you precepts and giving you breakdowns of words, and it's compelling, man. That's why it says it's hard to argue with facts. That's what somebody told me in life. It's hard to argue with facts. Once you pull out facts, you pretty much you only got one or two choices. You concede and say that you lost according to the facts, or you get mad and you block it out, man. But the facts is still the facts. So that's what Esau is getting mad now, because that blessing is coming in his face. And we're attaining to that blessing now spiritually. So if everything that we say is real, it's gonna come physically, man.
It says Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
And that was Isaac, man. So now, and that's Yahweh Shai also. So that blessing is coming to us because who's the one? He says, well, I come in the volume of the book. So he's blessing us with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And Esau, he hates it, man. He hates it. He didn't say I hate the Most High. He said I hate Jacob, man. I hate my brother because he's getting this, and we're receiving it. We're getting ready to receive these promises, and he cannot stomach it. He's sick with it. So now he's pulling out pistols. He's gonna pull out the stops.
It says the blessing wherewith he blessed them, and the blessings. We'll go back to the 28th verse. You know, you read what he blessed. It says, therefore the Most High gave thee of the heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee.
And we don't have nations bowing down to us now. So that's a future blessing. Well, the time that we had that was in the time of Solomon. That was the time in the time of King David. So now that time is coming again, and Solomon's going to be ruling again. And those nations are going to bow down again, and that blessing is going to be fulfilled. But right now, we're in transition between Esau's kingdom and our kingdom, where these nations are going to bow down. That's why everybody bows that. That's why Trump went over to the UN and talked shit to everybody, because those nations are bowing down to Esau. He's talking shit to other Edomites. He's talking shit to Moab. He's talking shit to the Ishmaelites, man. He's talking shit to India, Pakistan, all these different places. He said, look, y'all need to ante up. If somebody speaks like that, that means they have the stick. There's that saying, don't argue with the man with the big stick, man.
It says, curse be everyone that curses thee, and bless thee. He that blesses. It says back in 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessings wherewith his father blessed him. Now we know what the blessing is. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, and I will slay my brother Jacob.
Right.
Mutual hatred. Yeah. 35 too. That's been going on. Long, man. But forever.
Oh, okay, come. This is Numbers 35 and 33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood is the foul of the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. All right. Now, Esau has shed our blood on this land from when we came over here until now. All right. So Esau's blood has to be shed in order for this land to be cleansed, man. All right. So Esau's blood has to be shed, man. That's just what it is.
That's exactly. He gotta catch it. What does it say? I was watching a TV series, and it's called The 100, and there was a saying in there. It says, "Blood must have blood."
Yep.
that's the old saying. Blood must have blood. So all the things that Esau's doing, he don't want to pay the tab. He thinks he's gonna walk out of the restaurant. That's like you order all these meals, this expensive meal. You get up to walk out. You wipe your face with the towel, you put the towel on the table, and you get to walking out. The dude gonna stop you, man. He gonna say, "Hey, hold on. for you to pay your ticket. You have that money for the things that you ordered. That's what getting ready. Esau don't want to pay that tab, man.
Nope. See, because Esau feels that he shouldn't pay for what he's done. He don't think he should. He don't think he should pay. Why? Why? Because he's the so-called white man. No. No. Esau, because first of all, white means innocent and pure. Esau is not innocent. He's not pure.
Hey, this is quick for you, Yashar. This is Zechariah 11:5, and it says, "Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and those that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. Their own shepherds pity them not."
Now, when these police officers shoot a Judite in the street, an Issacharite in the street, what happens? The cop gets away scot-free. He don't have to serve no jail time, and the cop is not found guilty in the judicial system. Why? Because we're not even classified as humans on, well, because we are classified as 3/5 a human in America, man. So, so they basically look at us as animals, man.
They say serve and protect, but it's really serving and protecting and serving. It's all the way of life. Really, you're rewarded for down Jake. It's a reward. You just have to make sure you within that within the regulations of killing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Certain things you have to say. Certain things you have to do. Make it justified.
Yeah, that's why they say stop resisting. Yeah. Stop resisting when
get your hand off that gun. And what was his body cam? Oh, it wasn't plugged in. Even though the camera from the car, from the other car, you still can't see it. So you know what I mean? When they gonna kill you, they just cut the body cam off. So they had a camera showing from the back. They get rewarded for killing you, man. They just have to go by that secret protocol they have to make it justified in killing you.
Make a lawful killing in their mind.
It goes back to Genesis 27. They kill us with that sword. They kill us with disease, infections. They kill you with the GMOs and the food and the water. The devil is supposed to work. Hey man, that's why time, man, y'all about shit outside. Cut us loose on these eating, like ain't gonna be no slack, ain't gonna be no mercy, gonna be no compassion and no pity. No mercy, though. We gonna Hebrews 4:16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace.
Keep on.
That we may obtain mercy.
See? So it says boldly. So we got to be bold. That's why it says what? The righteous man is bold as a lion. We got to be bold in this thing. Not bold as in being prideful, bold as in being assured of what you know and what you've been taught. Be assured. The whole time we've been learning these in many years, give us assurance. Okay? To give us the ability to stand on this foundation. That's why it says a strong foundation must be built upon rock. Okay, however many ways that took place. Okay, we built our foundation, and it's got to stand against what? The seas, that rough tide, that rough time of the chip martial law, of blackouts, all types of things that's going to take place. When it happens, we gotta resort to our foundation. If that foundation is sand, it's gonna be washed away, point blank. Just like in that water goes into what the brothers went through. The brothers went through a situation where it could have got shaky, man. You know, it could have got real shaky. But what did they do? Their foundation stood them stiffly. And then what happened at the end of that? The damn Edomite got his. So that's showing the Most High's got power in this thing. He said that the trick bag. He thought he was doing something and intimidating Jake. And they said something in the video. Dude came back 2 or 3 times. So which time did he go grab the gun? So it was premeditated.
Yeah.
Why did he come back 2 or 3 times? So he probably went back and got cut up the first time. And he went back and grabbed it and came back, thought he was going to be tough. That was a premeditated move.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. That was a time of need, man. That was a time of affliction. That was a time of distress. That was a time of persecution, temptation. Where the hand of Yahweh Shah just stepped right in there. Faith building, that will almost build your faith, man. I mean, damn, can't get no worse than that.
Yeah.
Somebody having a gun, I mean, now when regular people just talking, that ain't gonna be nothing, brother. That's faith building, Another faith building. Because easy somebody point a gun at you, you can just say, I'm out of here, just take off running or whatever. But hey, man, that's standing boldly, man. Standing stiff. Lord said, "Brown for the one standing stiff for his name in second chapter."
Yep.
Brown.
And it says in Isaiah, it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time and strength of salvation. So wisdom, knowledge, and understanding was the stability of these brothers, man. They stood stiffly, man. They didn't run. They didn't get carnal, man. They stayed in the spirit, man.
They fought fire with fire.
Right? Exactly. And the fire is this. This the fire here, man.
Yeah. And that's the real pocket nuke right there.
Right.
That's megatons right there. Hey, you'll blow Edomite away for real, man. We ain't talking no physically, no carnality. No. We're not carnality, We're not being like that. We're only, the spirit is what is cutting asunder these guys. Like it says, it's a two-edged sword. It'll cut you to get the emotional side, or to cut you to bring out the anger within you. It's a powerful weapon, man. And you don't forget situations like that. That guy's not gonna forget the day that he pulled a pin. Unless Esau is running around pulling gats on people, I don't think so.
Right.
That guy, that dude might have had that gun for years and never had ran across a situation where he saw fit to pull it out. So he won't forget about that. That was a situation that stirred him up so bad that he had to pull it out. He feared for himself.
Right. Well, he quoted John 3:16. Then he pulled the strap.
Boy, they hurt with that one, boy. hey, when you take a man's crutch, he will fall, bro.
Right.
Go ahead. Finish it. Secret 4 and 16. Icon 1 Peter 3:12. 1 Peter. Hey, Yeshua, you want to give me Genesis 19 and 16?
God.
That's gonna be an example for us.
1 Peter 3 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
And it says this, and it reads, for the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. So the face of the Lord Yahweh is against them that do.
See, if we in the time of if we're staying in the right path, in the right ways, the Most High has His eyes on us for good. That's why we walk with fear and trembling, man. We hope we gonna fall. You fall, of course, but it's how you get back up. As them brothers right there was a prime example of the Most High keeping his eyes and watchful eyes on this word. This truth is not something that's just left out there on its own. You know, just like a husbandman. What does a husbandman do? Husbandman tends to his field. If he don't go out there for a week or two, that field's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel it. You know, in a good husbandman, he gets the weeds out. He tends to it, see if there's any bugs, see if there's any kind of fungus growing. You know, there's different things that go with being a husband in husbandry, man, being a gardener. Okay? And this is the ultimate garden, man. And our husband is Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that's the ones that's taking care of this truth and cultivating this truth. That's why you see what's happening in brothers, man. Brothers being cultivated. You know, we're likened unto trees. You know, we're likened unto plants. It says what? Bring forth fruit. What brings forth fruit? A plant.
Yeah.
You're bringing forth fruit internally, man. It's also with externally. You have external fruit and you got internal fruit. The fruit of the spirit.
That's right.
That again?
Yeah, one more time. And then you can get Genesis.
Come.
3:12. For the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are over the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers.
Mm-hmm.
But the face of the Lord Yahweh are against them that do evil.
Mm-hmm. He's against Esau, definitely. Esau's the main one on the planet Earth doing hella evil right now.
So he's not gonna hear you. He's not gonna hear you. The only one to do righteousness.
Go ahead, Esau.
Con, this is Genesis 19 and 16. It says, while he lingered, men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and the hand of his two daughters, Yahweh being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city.
That's Lot.
Yep.
Okay. And if you go into that word linger, it means hesitate. Okay? Lot hesitated. It was a hesitation to it. But it's still the mercy of the Lord brought him through that hesitation and that fear. Okay? And that's what we're going to look for in these times. That's why we have examples. Everything is written for our learning and our understanding, and know that we got examples in this thing. There's times back then it was barbed there. Hey, there was no 911. No 119. You know what I'm saying? There was you was caught up out there. You was caught up, man. You know, that's why if you ain't have warriors and things to go and help you out, or emissary or some kind of ambassador, you was caught up, man. Okay, so we're in that time of being in a wilderness situation. Okay, we're in a wilderness situation where Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna keep us from that hesitation. Even though we're in this flesh, it's weak, but the spirit is gonna shine through. And it's shining through on brothers, man. For what Akim is doing is not a light thing. This is it's not a light thing to give up the world and go against everything that is around you that is so-called being established, man. Everything is established and we're going against it, from our parents to our the so-called family, so-called old friends, so-called teachers, you know, schooling. You know, some brothers had to get out of that school demon, man. That your mind thought you knew some shit. You didn't know anything, man. Once you come to this truth, you humble yourself and realize, look, I didn't know a damn thing. I didn't know my elbow from my ass, man. So now we're getting groomed into this position of rulership. That's it on Psalms 147 and 11.
I got one. It's 2 Corinthians 2:16. To the one we are the savor of death unto death, and to the other savor of life unto life. Who is sufficient? So to that sinner that you have, brothers were death for him, man. Because he was a sinner. He's not part of the covenant. Yep. So for him to stand there in that fire he was in, these brothers are deaf unto you, man. That's why he said they cocked the gun. Mm-hmm. But to someone who's seeking the truth, those brothers would be that light, man. They would be that water, nourishment, man. But to the sinner, hey, the brother will be deaf unto you.
Go ahead. Psalms 147 and 11.
Khan. This is Psalms 147 and 11. It says, Yahweh taketh pleasure in them that fear him, and those that hope in his mercy.
See? Just like the title of the lesson, man. Hope in the mercy of the Lord.
Yep.
You gotta hope, man. You start trying to mess with I don't even know why that even got clicked. Oh man, you saw crazy. The mouse froze on the thing. Okay. All right. One more time, Yashar.
Khan, it says Psalms 147 and 11. Yahweh taketh pleasure in them that fear him, and those that hope in his mercy.
So we gotta hope, man. That's a part of this walk we're in. What's the point of faith if you don't use it?
Right.
Why do you have faith if you don't use it? Faith don't sit in the closet somewhere, collect dust.
Right.
Faith comes out and be used, man. Faith is a gift.
Right. And faith is a word of action. Like what Abraham did when he was called. He left.
Yep.
And he followed Yahweh. Right now, what Moses did. Moses, he forsook Egypt and followed Yahweh. So faith is a word of action, man. It says, it says, faith without works is dead. So if you don't, all right, hold on, Salaki. So if you say you have faith, but you don't have works, then your faith is dead, man.
So you got to use it.
Right.
They say if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yep.
So that's why, hey, that's a beautiful, like it says, man. The Most High so cold with his actions, man. Everything is dual purpose, it's balance, man. A false balance is abomination. So now you got to be, like I said, it's a fear factor, but then it's a booster to say, look, oh man, this thing is coming, man, to help us. You know, we die daily in this world. We ain't shit.
Right.
We gotta go work dead end jobs. We gotta live in the life of fucked up food, fucked up people. There's no kind of integrity amongst people. Women are jacked up, man, doing all types of madness. The kids are running around wild. There's no soundness in the earth, man. This ain't living. This is torture, man. This is torture. But we're suffering through it to go to that end goal, which is to see the world be fixed and be turned back on the right side, which is a blessing. That's going to be a hell of a blessing, you know.
See, now when Yahushua was faced with death, he went to his father and said, "Father, if it be thy will, take this cup from me." But his father didn't give him no answer, so that was his answer. So let me say, oh, well, I got to do this. I have to man up and do this. So we have to man up and be prepared to be put to death for this truth, man. Some of us will become martyrs for this truth, man.
Hey, I could read if y'all want, but I can just quote it. Like you said that. 2 Maccabees 7th chapter.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that's
a heavy. That's one, man. That's one of the heaviest stories.
Yeah.
Stories, man. That and Meshach, Abednego, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. they was told, each one of them, one before saw his brother get mutilated, and it was like, okay, now your turn. If you don't bow down, the one of them did, all the way to the youngest one, man. That's that, like you said, that's that faith, man. Because the brothers was at the end of the barrel of a gun. They eat until they say, hey man, I'm out of here.
Yeah, what do they call straps? Heat. Got that heat.
Hearing the gun get cocked.
Oh, now what did their mother do? Their mother basically encouraged them. She encouraged them. Now these mothers right now, they ain't gonna do that.
You know what I thought about that? Mother was likened unto this truth. It's like wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yeah.
It's encouraging us and pushing us to be like, because what it say? I don't know how I've got you, but I should receive you again.
Yep.
That's reincarnation. So that's the wisdom and understanding of what is going on, man. You know,
right.
that's a heavy thing right there. But it's to magnify what's coming on after, man. The after is always the best. You always got to look for that end goal, because if you don't have that in mind, you're not gonna stand in that trial. You're not gonna want to stand in that trial because you don't believe in what the end goal is, man. Then it's peace, because this ain't it. You're gonna live for non-peace, man.
I have a second Maccabee.
Khan, yeah, go. You can get the point.
All right, Khan. Let's see real quick.
That's why I tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get on 1 point in there because they all got key up. Yeah, that's why I just said
what is quoted?
Yeah, like, hey, let them read it. Y'all gotta read it, man.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta read it.
Go read it. It's a good story. Go read it, man. Get Job 4:7, and I could get Ephesians 2:4, and that'll be me read.
So you gave me one too.
Psalm 42:5.
Psalm 42:5. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? Question. And why art thou disquieted in me? Question. Hope thou in the Most High, for I shall yet praise Him for the help and His countenance and of His countenance.
Yeah, that's when your body and your mind just starts falling, man. Like, oh man, why you disquieted? Why you shook up? Man? There's certain things you got to experience on them highways and byways shake you up, you know. I know brothers remember their first encounter with the police. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you're doing, your first encounter, that's a test also.
Yeah.
That's a test. Those are different forms of tests. Your first for real scoffer, you know what I'm saying? The first heavy scoffer that they're belligerent, they don't want to listen, you know, they want to put hands on you. Those are tests that brothers have went through and they've built their faith up. Now when that situation comes, it's not as effective as it is when it first happens to you. It's another day at the gig, man. Another day at the Mazabak, you know, another day, man. You're another time to serve, man. There's been many situations you've seen where brothers go through. You're like, damn, man. But it's always deliverance through it. You know, deliverance is coming. That's why it says, why are you disquieted? Why are you shook up? You know, the Most High controls every aspect of this, man. Every aspect of what we're doing in this truth, in our walk, in our lives to now, man. We've been groomed from this since we came since we breathed air. Since we came as youngins, and the Lord has breathed us for this. Go ahead, Yeah. Okay, Khan. Go ahead, Yashar.
Ephesians, right?
Yep, 2 and 4.
2 and 4? Okay. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 4. Real quick. It says, Ephesians 2 and 4. It says, but Yahweh is, it says, but Yahweh, who is rich in mercy, for great, it says, for So it says, but Yahweh, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
All right, man. So Yahweh Shah is rich in mercy, man. All right, and great in love. And who does he love? He loves the elect of the nation of Israel, man. That's why Yahweh Shah is going to deliver and redeem and rescue the elect of the nation of Israel from the four corners of the earth.
And that word there for rich is Fluiso, Fluisos, Fluiso. And it says, wealthy, abundant in material resources, abundant, abounding, supplied, abundant in Christian virtue and eternal possession. And let me see what this root word is. The root word is platos, rich, wealth, abundant in external possession, fullness, abundance, plenitude, a good, i.e., that with which one is enriched. So the Most High is enriching us with what? Mercy.
Mercy, compassion, and pity. So, man, y'all want to get Job 4 and 7?
Yeah, Job 4 and 7.
Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. So everybody that dies that they're not innocent. You know. So that happened. He saw they shoot nobody and kill nobody. So at that particular time, that there was no judgment brought on nobody, man. It was just a deliverance, man, from our enemy, from a persecution, from a distress, man. And to be the faith builder is or where were the righteous cut off, man? Where the righteous cut off, man? Because the Lord is not gonna basically have to be a perfect man. And he's gonna help no evildoers. You know what I mean? So that Edomite got it. He got it coming really double, right? He got arrested, plus he's gonna be destroyed. He's got a triple. He's gonna be destroyed, and he's gonna come back into slavery. Time loser when you read in Ecclesiastes 4th chapter, I think around the 14th verse, man. Read that. I think around 13 and 14.
Ecclesiastes 4. And it says, better is a poor and a wise child than an old and foolish king.
He was old and foolish. The young men were wise men, man. He just should have took Israel, found out whether he was an Israelite or not. If he's not an Israelite, then might as well go ahead and max your credit cards up. Enjoy your kingdom, go ahead.
And it says, better is a poor and wise child than an old and foolish king, who will no more be admonished. For it says, for out of prison,
no more be warned. He didn't want to be warned no more. That's why it got that the words cut to the heart, to the marrow, to the bones. He didn't want to be warned no more. You know what I mean? He felt like he was authority over Jake there. I put that old ancient spirit back on him, Cain spirit on him. He wanted to kill his brother with the sword. Well, go ahead.
And it says, for out of prison cometh the rain.
Because he had him in subjection. He got out of prison and it was, I will build a destined place. Go ahead.
It says, whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor.
See? probably just an average everyday Edomite. You know? This is his kingdom, man, and he poured his own kingdom. But he still has that hatred, that Edomite hatred, that perpetual hatred against Jacob. So he's gonna be a two-time loser, man. He's not Rothschild rich. He's a peasant in his own society, going to work every day. So get drunk trying to forget his problems, y'all. And to hear young men on the corner, wise young men on the corner, tell him his judgment that's coming for the wickedness of his nation. You know?
And he could have a charge, or you can that charge that could be put on him, or whatever happens. Now you got a gun charge on you. Jobs look at that. So that could, if that goes further and it's picked up by the so-called judicial, you know, I don't want to say, but picked up by the other Edomites, that's a case, man. And that case leads to what? You don't get a certain job, and if you have a certain job, you lose that certain job. Then you can't go, and then what? If he's living a certain lifestyle, that lifestyle gets cut down. If you don't get the same job and the same pay one time. So what does it say? Dominoes trickle, man. You know?
But we know that ain't gonna happen to him.
Yeah.
So he
gonna live.
He probably got still carry permit. He'll just go tell the Edomite, hey man, I felt threatened. It was 7 or 8 of them. So they was screaming at me. I felt threatened. You know, I cocked my gun just for protection. I mean, that's what he would tell us, and he get off. You know, he's probably part of that order. No,
might have been undercover.
No, probably one of them men, them G-square men. No. Oh, hey man.
Hey, you sure you got anything else, bro?
That is it.
Yeah, man. And like the video says, man, hoping the mercy out by Shimei Shai, man. Hoping the mercy of the Lord, Akim, and show the great thing. Like it says, boost the faith. Show that this truth is hitting where it needs to hit. It's shooting on all pistons. It's revving up. You know, the motor's clean. The vehicle is running tip top. We're coming to the time of that race, man. And in that time of the race, what happens? You rev it up. You know, you give it that oomph, man. So it's about to go, man. And we got to sit in the ride and enjoy it, man. Enjoy it and see the works of Yahweh Shimei Shai be done. We got chariot sightings, we got all types of natural disasters. Matthew 24 is in live effect. We got all types of things that are taking place to give us that push that we need, man. You know, these situations are added shots and knots in that time we're gonna need it, man. All right, that's one. Go ahead.
Psalm 57 and 1 is the prayer for deliverance. Says, be merciful unto me, O power, merciful unto me, for my soul trusted in thee. Yeah, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpassed, man. You know, and that's like, because it's about the destruction of the Lord, but nothing is mean, you know, carry. And it could be delivering the brothers out of that situation they were in. So it said, I will cry unto the Yahweh Most High, unto the power that performeth all things for me. He shall send me heaven and save me. He shall send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that would swallow me up. The law. The Most High shall send forth his mercy and his truth.
That's it. Hey, shalom to you, Akim, on the comment board. Shalom. Hey, much love coming by, man. Abba Ratazah, this was edifying. You know, it's one of those, you know, me and the brother was sitting here, we were speaking about it earlier, and it's just one of those things that just came to mind, like, yeah, hope and the mercy. You know, we got to accent these things, you know. We're in the time of where the Lord is showing us true mercy and hope, man. You know, so with that, brothers ain't got nothing. We're going to give all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shem, Rakar, Kodash. Shalom.
Shalom.
I am one.